Lish.
Huh?
If you pull a notebook out while we go watch this game,
Listen, take notes.
if you don't put no butt, I'm finna put your butt out the car right now.
I like to really know what I'm looking at, what I'm doing, anything. I'm a perfectionist.
Lish, you damn near 50 and you still ain't figured out football.
I understand. Let me tell you what I understand. The kick over the thing, there's 3 points, right?
It's 3 points if they don't score. I mean, it's 3 points. Like if you do a touchdown, and then that's 6 points.
Okay.
Then hold on. If you do a touchdown, it is 6 points.
Okay.
Then the extra point is 1 point.
Okay.
So if you do a touchdown, then you go back and you kick. That is 1 point.
Okay.
But if you do a touchdown and instead of kicking the ball, you decide to go for another touchdown, it's 2 points.
Where did I get 3 points?
3 points is if you get, let's say if you got to the third down and you if you got to the third down and you're close enough to the goal to kick it. If you go, okay, if you're at the fourth down, and you're close enough to the goal to kick it, go ahead and kick the 3 points.
Okay, that's
if you too far from the goal to try and kick it, and you know you can't make that goal, then that's whenever they kick off to the other team.
Got it.
On the fourth down.
Got it. So I understand that. I understand the fumble. You know when they fumble, of course the touchdown. And
No. A fumble is not a touchdown.
No. I'm saying, of course, the touchdown. I understand the fumble. I understand the touchdown. I understand that each team is always trying to get to the opposite, to do a touchdown. They're always trying. That's the point. What I don't understand, what you started explaining to me the last time we went out, is that math. That math.
What you mean? What math?
When
the object of the game. The object of the game is to get another first down.
Yes.
In order to get a first down, you have to go 10 yards. So let's say if you, let's say you're on the 20-yard line, and it's your first down, and you only get 3 yards. You got 7 more yards to go. So on the second down, you're trying to get them 7 yards, because once you get them 7 yards, then you can go back to a first down. Okay, so let's say on the second play you only get 4 yards. That means that you got 3 more yards to go. To try and get that first down.
The goal is always to get to the first down. The
first down will either run it all the way to the goal is to get the first down. The goal is to run it as far as you can run it, or to when the quarterback throws it, for him to throw it as far downfield, close to the field goal as he can get. That is the object. But the second object is to keep getting first downs, because every time you get a first down, you keep the ball and you go get closer and closer to the other side.
Exactly.
But if you are, let's say that they tackle the quarterback, you can lose all the yardage too. Because whenever the quarterback runs back to throw the ball, if they tackle him, let's say that he has 10 yards to go. If he runs back 5 yards to get ready to throw and they tackle him, which is a sack, then that means now he has 15 yards to go. It's second down and he got 15 yards to go.
And that's when people be getting crazy.
That's crazy. That's when we be losing. That's when we be losing our mind.
But you know how when they be marking up the screen with the yellow, that throws me off.
That's because they're showing you the play. They're showing you where this person was and this person was, and where they and where this person ran to. Because when we're seeing them out on the field, we might not necessarily see them. Because
and that's why they do that playback. So you can see. And it's the Cowboys. I am Cowboys tonight. I'm such a jerk.
You are
Cowboys.
And I guess whenever we play, when we play on the 6th, I think we play Tampa Bay. I guess you're gonna be a Tampa Bay fan.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just checking.
Nothing in Florida.
Okay.
But you know what? I know so many people that it's like with cowboys, you either hate them or love them.
And that girl.
What they call them, the cowgirls?
We call them the cowgirls.
Why y'all call them the cowgirls?
We call them the cow. We call them because the boys. It's the opposite of girls.
In the 90s, remember Shannon Briggs, that boxer? Shannon Briggs.
Shannon Briggs, the boxer.
Yeah, he's the boxer. Like way back in the day. You know how they had the little boxers. Shannon Briggs was like kind of big back in the 90s. And he had a pool party after we went. There was this big club in Jersey called the Peppermint Lounge. The Mint. We called it the Mint, right? Brick City, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, Shannon Briggs was in there, whatever. So his homeboy played for the Cowboys. And he was at the party. So it was me, Takia, shout out Takia, and Lisa, and somebody else. And we went, and
okay, y'all. So I have literally been up almost more than 24 hours. And I just realized a few minutes ago that it is almost 2 o'clock. So here's the tea. Remember whenever I said in the previous video, I had some stuff going, I had some stuff coming, but I didn't want to tell you guys just yet. One of my little play sisters' birthday is August 30th. And she's been watching me travel, and she's been saying, sis, I'm ready to go. Even like last year, she was like, sis, I'm ready to take a trip, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And so with her birthday coming up, I'm like, okay, so what you want to do? First checked out, she said, I've never been to Jamaica. I want to go to Jamaica. And I was like, girl, I love Jamaica. Because when I say I love Jamaica, I love Jamaica. I love the food. Of course, I've, already explained to you guys that Jamaica is whenever I had a major spiritual awakening 2 years ago. And so Jamaica Cancun used to be my place because that's the first time I've ever traveled abroad. But after going to Jamaica, I've been to Jamaica 3 times. But that last time I went to Jamaica, like I said, it was something about that time that was very spiritually awakening for me. And so now Jamaica is my most favorite place. It will always have a very special place in my heart. Looked at the rates. Rates are stupid. I'm like, girl, why did your mom decide that she wanted to have you around Labor Day? So I said, what's the alternative? Alternative was we were going to Houston. So that was a surprise. We were going to Houston. Of course, my girl Kaylani is there. So was going to, hook up with her. Had even got some free tickets to their skip day. Didn't even know they had a skip day in Houston until Tiff sent me the information. So we signed up for the free skip day party and everything. Hit up Kaylani. Come to find out Kaylani has other plans, but she was going to be there when we got there that Friday. Because we were either going to fly in that Thursday night or we was going to fly in that Friday. But I'm going to be honest with you. I love water. Of course, you guys know I love water. And it's something about an all-inclusive. It's something about water. It's something about sand, beach, blue waters, getting on a resort and not having to worry about anything. Unless you take excursions. Other than that, get up, eat whenever you want to eat, have drinks if you want to drink, and just relax and not have to worry about anything. That's why I love resorts. Still going to take a cruise, but not this time. So I was supposed to have been booking the hotel and the flights and everything. My cousin actually works for Omni, but the Omni in Houston is not near the Galleria. And one thing about me and road trips, especially, well, not road trips. Road trips are cool because I'm in my car and I can drive and explore and, look up on Yelp and see, what is, see what has good ratings and all this other great stuff. And, I like road trips, especially when there's a beach near. But flying into Houston, was going to have to fly in. And, I'm asking, what can you do? What can we do? I'm 54 years old, so I'm not a big clubber. And she's actually not a big clubber either, even though she's, in her 40s. And so asking Kaylani, what is there to do? And Kaylani, she gave me a few ideas. I asked my daughter's forever in Houston, but my daughter's a clubber. I wanted to go to this comedy spot that I see all the time on Instagram and TikTok. They have some, not comedy, spoken word. I really love poetry, and I really love someone who can move me. So there's a couple of artists that I follow that speak at this spoken word spot that's in Houston. Thing is, the night that they speak is on, I think, a Tuesday or Wednesday. So I wouldn't have been able to see them. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to go to Houston, was because I wanted to go and hear them speak. So, when I was asking my daughter, what is there to do? What's the best place to stay? Her and Kaylani both said the Galleria. But the Galleria, to my understanding, it's like Lenox. It's like Lenox. It's like, Alpharetta. It's like Perimeter Mall. So there's really nothing to do except for do a lot of shopping. If you want to do something, you have to drive. Now, I was going to rent a car. But on vacation, I don't want to do a whole bunch of driving and exploring and trying to figure things out. That's the thing that I love about all inclusives. You don't have to figure things out. The only thing you got to figure out is what excursions you want to go on. So with that being said, I know Tiff had been waiting on me to let her know the who, the what, the why, and the when, and I haven't put it off. And I really wish I hadn't put it off and just said, screw it, girl. We don't have to get the most expensive spots, but let's go ahead and go to Jamaica. Y'all know I love a good resort. So hit her up yesterday and I said, sis, she said, I was wondering what was going on. I had been waiting because we talk every day. And I was like, well, do you really want to go to Houston? Or do you want to go to Jamaica? She said, girl, I want to go to Jamaica. So looking up Jamaica, prices are stupid. The other alternative is Punta Cana. Now, I've never been to Punta Cana. I looked up Cabo, but I'm going to Cabo in January for Dee's 50th birthday. So I'm between Jamaica and Punta Cana. I've never been to Punta Cana, but Jamaica just has my heart. And I say all this to say that, guys, I was up until 4 something this morning looking at this. Is like the 4th or 5th sheet of paper that I have comparing prices, looking for flights. The flights are stupid. And then the flights that are reasonable, I'm not doing an 18-hour late. I'm not doing a flight where from the time I leave until I get to my destination is like 18 hours because you got to do 2 stops or you got to do a 6-hour layover. I'm just not. The only way that I would do something if the layover is somewhere major and she and I can hop in a Uber hop in an Uber, go somewhere and then come back to the airport. But anyway, I don't even want to do that. I just want to get to where I'm going and come back. The other thing is, whenever you're picking flights, Spirit, Spirit is always up in there. I'm not doing Spirit. Because number one, by the time you pay for bags and all the other stuff for both of us, we might as well went ahead and went with one of the other carriers. Now they do have Frontier. Frontier is the only non-stop that they have going to Jamaica other than Delta. And Delta is like $600 and something one way. So, and it's my fault for waiting to the very last minute. So, I'm cool with, Frontier going. And then back, it was like American, I think Southwest or whatever. But I'm having to finagle the dates because she's off on the 28th. Her birthday is the 30th. But she's off from the 29th until September 2nd. So I'm looking at dates from the 28th to September 1st, the 30th through the 2nd, the 30th, the 30th through the 2nd, or the 29th through the 1st, or even the 29th through the 2nd. So I've been up going crazy. And the thing is that I know I actually had one of my girlfriends one of my play sisters who is a travel advisor. I actually had her to look up some stuff, but here's the kicker. The kicker is that we're going to put it on Afterpay and Affirm. And whenever you're dealing with travel advisors, most of the time they don't use systems, or what they're going and looking at is not going to do split payments. And then they're not going to, some of them, like Delta Vacations uses Affirm, but Delta Vacation is stupid high, and my Affirm still has a trip on it that I'm paying off. And even though I've paid off most of the trip, usually it takes about a week or two before they give you that credit back and increases your credit. So we're working with that. We're working with that. And if we had like planned this like 3 months ago, then of course we could have just put $300 down on Delta Vacations, and then we could have made payments. But we didn't do that, and so here we are. So just know, come Friday or maybe Saturday of next week, I'm either going to be in Jamaica or Punta Cana. One of them. Just know your girl is living her best damn life. She really is. It used to be a time where I would be hesitant. Well, I don't know, and I'm not sure, and don't feel like I'm worth it, or questioning if I really want to spend all that money. But if I can run and play those classes and drop $100 on some shoes that I may or may not wear, I dang sure can spend some money on an experience. Because to be quite honest, once I really start calculating stuff, the amount of money I spend eating out, the amount of money I spend on gas, the amount of money that I spend, here and there, it adds up if you really, really, really think about it. And so, like, I just dropped, dang, that's what I was supposed to do. That's what's been going by the house, because the Hispanic guy, worked out, and he went and oh my God, whenever I say, I'm going to take a video and put it in this video. He went over to the house, and baby, he shredded that lawn. I don't think he got everything up on the hill, but he got all of the weeds. He trimmed the bushes. And even when I told him to trim the bushes, there's divider bushes between me and my neighbor's house. Honey, he done trimmed them bushes too. When I told him that I wanted him to trim the shrubs, I guess he assumed that those were mine too. So he done trimmed those up. He done got rid of all the weeds, baby. He done cut all this stuff down. When I say I love him, and he charged me $100. So I need to get up now and run over to the house. I just thought about that. I've been so focused on that. I need to run over to the house and take some pictures, so then I can give him better instructions on what I need him to work on next time. But I think I have really found my guy, because my play mama, Aunt Edith, who was my mom's best friend, she gave me his number. He used to be her lawn guy before her nephew started cutting her grass. And I reached out to him on Monday. I reached out to him on Monday, and he immediately responded to me and said, he texted me back and he was like, yeah, sure. I told him what all I needed and everything. He said, okay. He said, how about Friday? And I said, okay. So he said, we'd come over Friday. He would, check it out and everything. Thursday night, he texted me and he said, can you send me the address so I can go by and look at your place tomorrow and give you a quote? I sent him the address, told him specifically what I wanted done. And he called me, he called me Friday morning. And he said that he was on his way over there and, did I want to make sure I wanted to call? I said, yeah. So when he got over there, he called me. He was walking around and telling me everything. And then he said it'll be $100. And I said that included, he said, he said that you want the shrubs and everything, trimmed and everything like that. I said, yes. And he said, okay. He said, it'll be $100. And I said, okay. And he said, do you want it done now? He was already there. He said, do you want it? He had his equipment and everything there. He said, you want it done now? I said, yes. I said, do you want me to Zelle you the payment? Or he said, I cut the grass for you. And then he said, I send you pictures and videos. He said, then you pay me. 2 hours later, he sent me a video. And I was plenty satisfied for what that $100 paid compared to what I had paid before, and only the back was cut. And it wasn't, the back was cut, but there was no trimming, no weed, no cutting down the weeds. There was no shaping up of the bushes or nothing. But for $100, he cut my backyard and he fully cut my front yard. He cut down stuff. Oh my God. And hauled off the branches, yes. So I'm going over there to look at that. It's about to rain. It's been raining off and on today. So I also got a quote. One of my girlfriends, you know who you are. I love you. She sent me a referral of her old lawn care guy. He's a brother. And reached out to him. He responded back to me. He said he would give me a quote as well. So I gave him the address. He said he would go by and give me a quote. He sent me the quote. When it was so crazy because when he sent me the quote about 30 minutes after the Hispanic guy reached out to me and said he was at the house, and I was scared that they had crossed. So he sent me a quote and he asked me, I had told him I wanted, what all I wanted done. His quote was $340. It was going to be it was $100 to cut the grass. And then it was $240 to trim my bushes, cut the weeds and, get the weeds and edge and haul off the debris. So I want to support my people. But $340 and $100, you just can't compare. And so I'm going to give him some more detailed instructions of additional things that I would want done, because I think that he would be more. Even if he didn't, because I need to go look at the heel, because it looks like the heel wasn't. But oh my God, when I say I got to put this in the video, because I know that for him to do the additional stuff that I need to be done, it probably still won't even be $200. And I think that the guy who my girlfriend referred me to, it's just him by himself, so I can understand why. And the guy who I used, it was him and someone else, because he told me, he said we're done. But anyway, so I do need to run over to the house. That reminds me. But that's what I have going on, y'all. I am trying to figure out. Just know, I don't know, because I've never been to Punta Cana. And so it's like I want to kind of like go and experience it. And it will be cheaper, I think, to go to Punta Cana than Jamaica. But Jamaica is just, Punta Cana is in Mexico. And even though they are brown people, it is nothing like hearing my lady and mon and hearing them speak patois. And I just love to hear Jamaican men talking. Jamaican men, baby, Jamaican men can talk you up out of your panties. They don't talk me out of it, but they can. And so I don't know, but I've gotten to a point in my life where you pay for what you want. You pay for what you want. You work hard. And that's what I'm telling myself. Chloe, you work so hard and you can't take it with you. And there's no guarantee that I'll even make it to next week. And after next week, there's no guarantee that I'll make it another week. And so I don't want to shortchange myself on experiencing life, because I don't know when this life is going to end. And I also don't know when there may be a major change within my life. I'm not speaking it, but it can happen. And I don't want to live with any regrets. So what I might do is go ahead and I might just, we go to Punta Cana, and then while we're in Punta Cana, because she doesn't even know where we're going. She just told me, just go ahead and pick. So I told her I'm going to surprise her. I'm not going to tell her where. When we get to the airport, that's when she's going to find out where we're going. But for Jamaica, I may just say, sis, let's push Jamaica off until a time when we can actually plan for it, so we can get the room that we want. Because in order for us to fit everything in, including airport transfers, we're going to have to compromise on some things. We have to. I really want to just do everything through Delta Vacations. That's my biggest thing. I love doing everything through Delta Vacations because the ground transportation is included. Everything is included. So I really think that what I want to do is we probably go to Punta Cana. You'll find out whenever we get there, because I'm going to actually vlog while we're there. But I think what I want to do is go to Punta Cana and then plan for Jamaica. And I can't guarantee you that Jamaica won't happen this year as well. Huh, baby? Your girl is over. The travel bug done bit a chunk out of her. It didn't bite, it done bit a chunk out of her. So we gonna see. But honey, let me go over here to this house, because also today I'm supposed to be the HBCU. The SWAC is here right across the street from where I live. And one of my girlfriend Kia, her guy friend, they're tailgating, and but it's been raining. They're tailgating, and we're supposed to walk up there to the tailgate. So I need to get my butt in gear. Let me run over to the house right quick, and I'll take you guys with me, and then I'll come back and start trying to figure out this all-inclusive resort. Because baby, one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna stand no foolishness. Oh, 2 double runs, ice. Is this something new? Hold, please. Let me focus on this house. Happy Monday, beautiful people. So I am heading out for a little bit. I actually have to braid my girlfriend Kim's hair today. She's coming over after work, and it is 1 o'clock. She should be probably getting to my house about 5:45. So everything that I got to do, I need to go ahead and take care of it and get back to the house. So I don't know if I talked about it. If I talked about it, I'm talking about it again, because I film and then it just be sitting there. And so sometimes I might repeat myself. Forgive me. So I'm not sure if I said it in what I blogged over the last couple of days, but change of plans. Me and my girlfriend were supposed to, I think I did tell you guys that I was going to go to Houston to see Kaylani this Labor Day weekend. But change of plans. We're going to Montego Bay, Jamaica. And so I am totally excited, but trying to put together what I'm going to wear, being cognizant of my outfits. Thankfully, not riding on Frontier or anything crazy like that. I am riding on American. And we're going to leave Saturday because it was the cheapest. We're going to leave Saturday and come back Tuesday. Check the weather. Weather is going to be nice, praise God, because I was looking at the weather previously, and it like it was going to be raining the whole time we was there. But I just checked it today, and it said that it's going to be sunny. The temperature is going to be pretty good. The temperature is going to be about 89, 90 degrees the whole time that we're there, which is great. I'm going to do my own lashes. I was going to go get my lashes done, but that's just a total waste of money. $130 to get them installed, and I know that I'm not going to maintain them or keep them up, and then I'll be rubbing them off. I could just go get the individuals and do them myself for the $9.99. I am going to get another eyebrow pen because I feel like the one that I got, so my eyebrows have started to heal. But the one that I have, I feel like it's too dark. So I want to see if I can get one that's a little bit more, a slightly lighter brown, not too light, but a slightly lighter brown. I'm going to bleach my hair, probably Thursday, or probably do it Thursday, so it'll have time to heal. I need to get some Olaplex. That's what I need to get. I need to make sure that I write down Olaplex, that I'm going to get some Olaplex whenever I go over here to the beauty supply store. When I go get the lashes, I need to make sure that I don't need plant jewelry and dresses because that was previously. I need lashes, Olaplex, brow pen. Because honey, we have to write all this stuff down. So that's what I got going on. I also want to stop by Burlington and see if they have some more of this Garcinia appetite suppressant pills. Baby, whenever I say they have been doing what they're supposed to do, it's 3 things combined. It's the green tea, the Garcinia, and then I think it is B12. And it's combined in a pill. I've already been doing the intermittent fasting, and I've been doing really good about that. When we left Daytona, I was at 213, I think. Now I'm down to 207. Because I've only been eating once a day for the most part. Or if I eat more than once a day, it's very, very light. Because here it is, 1:16, I still haven't eaten. I did have me a couple of sips of coffee and water, but other than that, these pills are like amazing because I'm not really hungry, but I'm going to go ahead and eat. I have some tuna at home, so later on if I want to do some snacking, I could just snack on some tuna. But this has been, oh my God. The only drawback is that I know it's part of the reason why I am up at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning because of my energy levels. Excuse me. So that's what I have going on today. I did do some thrift. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Oh my God, let me get my life together. I did do some thrifting this weekend. Got some cute little outfits that I am putting together for this trip. I'm going to model it for you. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it today because I'll be braiding Kim's hair. Started to do it yesterday, but I was just all over the place. Well, baby, let me tell you what's been going on with your girl. I done got a wild hair up my butt. I guess the traveling has motivated me. But I got some plans going on over the next couple of months. It is crazy once I started looking at my itinerary. So decided, I've been hearing so much about the Chris Brown concert, and I decided I want to go. That's gonna be. Last year I treated myself to some Gucci glasses, and we went to Daytona. This year I want to go to the Chris Brown concert. I was looking to go when it comes here. I don't want to do it here, so I think I'm going to go to the Chris Brown concert in New Orleans. You guys know I've been talking about going to New Orleans and talking about going to New Orleans. So I think I am going to the Chris Brown concert in New Orleans. It is on the 16th. It's a Thursday. So I'm doing that. Also, the Falcons play the Dallas Cowboys, and that is October 26th. My birthday is October 25th. So October 26th, they're playing not Dallas Cowboys. They're playing in Tampa, but they're the Miami Dolphins. Anyway, they're playing here. Going to tailgate most definitely for that, and then the following week going to Florida for the UGA Florida game. Somewhere in between there, I got to get in a cruise somewhere. So guys, I need y'all to be sharing my videos. I need y'all to be, getting some of your friends, your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, your husbands, your daughters, your sons. I don't care, your ops, your boss, something. Y'all got to be sharing my videos. Y'all got to help me increase my subscribers, because this YouTube money is supposed to be my travel money, and the more that I can travel, the more that I can give y'all some good content. So I need y'all to help me help you, help me help you. And a conversation I had with my girl Lish the other day, and we were talking about astrology. I do believe in astrology. I know a lot of you guys don't, but I do. And she's heavy into it, child, the charts and all this other stuff. So y'all know I got ChatGPT to read my chart. And it was pretty, based on what they were saying, it was pretty on point about who I am. Child, I forgot why I lost my train of thought, child. So me and Lish was talking, and shit, what was we talking about? Y'all, hold on, let me think about what we talking about. I'll be right back. Y'all, menopause brain done took over, because I done sit here for like 5 minutes trying to see where I was gonna go, and I don't even know where I was gonna go. But either way, let me just say this: I am serious about getting out and enjoying life. Now, when I was in Daytona, I found out that one of my Eastern Star sisters had passed away, and it really messed with me. It really messed with me. She was younger than me, and she had been really doing good about her changing her lifestyle as far as her health is concerned. She had went and had weight loss surgery, because she has been a really big girl. She's been obese ever since I've been knowing her. We first started working at AT&T together, even before I became an Eastern Star. And she had went and had surgery. She had lost weight. She was working out. She was doing really good. And come to find out, she had a heart attack at the gym and passed away. So this Saturday, today's Monday, yesterday, I'm looking online at Facebook, and I'm seeing one of my girlfriends posting these reunion pictures. And then when I read the caption, she was giving a shout out to this guy named Carl, who is also a friend of mine. We grew up in the church together. And she was giving a shout out to him, saying thanks for putting together the Lakeside alumni reunion. It was a blast. It was great, to see, everybody and, this. So then I went to his page because I wanted to see more pictures. And two things. he put the reunion together because one of their classmates, I think he was like class of 90, which means that I supposed to be in class of 89. So that means that he was like a year younger than me, had passed away. And so two things, I'm looking at the pictures and I'm seeing people that I went to school with, people that I grew up with, people I went to church with, and it was a beautiful thing. But then you again start to think of your own mortality and how young we are passing away. Two, I was looking at the obesity, the effects of drinking, smoking, how a lot of the people were looking at their tender ages of early 50s to my age, because most of the people that I saw are like class of maybe 87 through 92 or something like that. And some of the ones that are younger than me were looking older than me. And I'm not, a lot of people say that I don't look like I'm almost 55. Personally, a lot of times I feel like I look and feel 55, but then sometimes I don't. But so that was something that really set on me. And so I'm like, my sister, whenever I told my sister I was going, first we was going to go to Houston, I told my sister I was going to Jamaica, and she was just like, Lee, I'm really proud of you that you're now, just getting out, just really living life and, all of that amazing stuff. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to live. I'm not going to stress about it. So, going to the Chris Brown concert in October, then going to the UJ Florida game, which is the very first weekend of November. I think it's like November 2nd. Then I'm going to plan a cruise going somewhere. I haven't decided where it is that I'm going to, where I'm going to go. Actually, Margaritaville Cruise Line, I know it's the cheapest and not the cutest. They have a special for $7.99 you can cruise as many times as you want. You can't cruise back to back, so they're basically saying you can't live on the cruise, but you can cruise as many times as you want, all the way to December 2026. And so I am seriously thinking about jumping on that. So guys, I really need you guys to share my videos. Even if, turn the video on and clean up the house. Turn the video on and leave and go shopping and come back. Whatever it is that you do to help me get my views up and my watch hours, to help generate income for your girl so she can bring you more content and so she can travel. I'm begging. I ain't too proud to beg, like TLC said. Baby, I ain't too proud to beg. I'm begging. But I keep telling myself I need to live life. God has been showing me that if I just trust in him and believe in him, then he will take care of me. And he truly, truly has been taking care of me, because I went in with apprehension with, of course, my old job and how they would pay me, but they've been consistent. Praise the Lord, and I pray the Lord that they continue to be consistent. So yeah, but anyway, I need to grab something to eat. I'm gonna run in Burlington's first to see if they have that Garcinia appetite suppressant pills that I told you I had been taking, and go get my lashes. I might try and hurry up and get back home so I can do the try on haul for you guys, because I do need to go ahead and get this video out. But I just want to let you guys know, as I've said before, and I will continue to say, I truly appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely the best. You have been rocking with me. I gotta go look, because September is coming up, and I think September is the anniversary of, sometime in September is the anniversary of when I first uploaded my first long form. It may not be when I uploaded my short form, but I'm going to go off my first official long form video. And so it's coming up to that anniversary, and I have grown tremendously from 248 subscribers to now I think I'm almost at 4,000. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I try and not just keep sitting on looking at the numbers. I'm at 4,202 subscribers. Okay, so my goal is to be at 5,000 subscribers by my birthday, October 25th. You guys, I need your help. If I can get 798 subscribers by October 25th. Why my camera just shut off because it said it overheated. Anyway, if I can, so I just turned my AC on. If I can get to 5,000 subscribers by my birthday, one of my subscribers, especially the ones who are always commenting and supporting, I'm gonna put all of y'all name in a hat, and I am going to pull the name out the hat, and somebody's gonna get a special gift from me for all the love and support that you guys do. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. But I'm pulling up at Burlington's now. Let me run in here right quick because I only have technically about 4 hours to run and do everything that I need to do and then get back to the house. But of course, you guys know I'll take you along for every little thing that I do because you're my sisters. Y'all coming along whether you want to or not. Yep. Okay, no. Ooh. This is pretty, y'all. This is pretty. Okay. I don't need anything with sheets included. But this Kenneth Cole one is pretty. It's a 14-piece bed in a bag. This is pretty. But I like to buy king size beds in a bag because I like longer. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me show you your girl. So let me show you your girl. I promised myself that I was going to start putting on clothes instead of workout clothes. And so today, that's exactly what I did. But let me go see if they have... Uh-oh. I can almost guarantee you they don't have it over here. They got the colon cleanser. Teas. I don't need that. So they don't have what I need. And since they don't have what I need, I am not gonna buy anything that I don't need. So on to the next spot. This is my OMAD, my 1 meal a day, and I'm not going to eat all this, but this time, because let me get it together. I'm going to Jamaica Saturday, so I'm going to be tearing up some oxtails, rice and peas while I'm there. But today, because the during lunch oxtails is $25, what I did is I got the curry chicken, which is also the bomb, with rice and peas and cabbages with oxtail gravy, $12. Baby, Royal Caribbean, no matter what you buy, don't miss. Royal Caribbean, Memorial Drive, Stone Mountain. What's this plaza? Rockmore Plaza. 2871 Memorial Drive. Baby, it does not miss. But I'm about to eat my food, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have a conversation about dating. Dating and these goddamn coffee dates. I'll be back. Hey y'all, so I'm supposed to be packing. I'm supposed to be in the house packing. I said I was not going anywhere else today other than getting my nails done, because although I have an idea about what I'm going to take with me to Jamaica, I still haven't packed. Now, fortunately, today is Thursday and I don't leave until Saturday, but I haven't been sleeping very well lately. And so, okay, first, because I haven't done a haul, but y'all see my Michael Kors bag? Girl, do y'all see it? Do you see it? Y'all, when I say I am so in love with this bag, you got Michael Kors bags, and then you got Michael Kors bags. You got the Michael Kors bags that you see in like Ross, right there where you first come in the front door. Then you might, you might see one. No, you really don't see Michael Kors in TJ Maxx or Marshalls, but you might see it in Ross. But those are not this bag. This bag is the kind of bag that you're going to find at the Michael Kors store. You can just feel the difference in the leather. Y'all, let me tell you where I got it from. Plato's Closet. For the I think it was for like $20. Baby, that bag is everything. When I say it feels so good, and so I got on navy blue today. I am staying true to what I said, that I am going to start dressing up more when I go out. Even though I just got on a tank top, I do have on me some slacks. I'm going to have to show you what I got on. And I got on some slides. But it is a more feminine look than some blue jean booty shorts and a tank top with no bra and some sneakers or some flip-flops. So anyway, let me tell you, getting back to what I was talking about before. I'm supposed to be packing for this trip. Now, my girl Tiffany on Thursday, she does line dancing at the Halladian food hall on Moreland Avenue. And at first I had told her earlier that I was going to come, but then I'm like, Chloe, your house looks like a hurricane has went through it. And you haven't packed. You've laid a whole bunch of stuff out, But girl, you got a check bag. You do not. You are not a check bag. You got a carry-on, not a check bag. So you need to be strategic about what you're going to take. Of course, you know, we're going to Jamaica. Saturday is Tiffany's birthday, so of course we're going to dress up for her birthday dinner that night. So that means I got to include some heels. Other than that, I plan on taking, you know, bathing suits. You know, hopefully we'll be able to do some type of excursion. Maybe I would love to go ATV riding, but it all just depends on how much it costs, considering where we're staying is not in Montego Bay. It's called Fairmount, which is, I think, about a 45-minute drive from the airport. And so we're not really close to any excursions. And so if we do an excursion, then of course they're going to factor in the amount of time it takes to get to the excursion. And so and I would love to go to do the raft, but you know, it all just really depends on her. So I need to really decide what it is I'm going to do. Even though I have a whole day tomorrow, I really don't have a whole day tomorrow because I haven't been sleeping well. And since I haven't been sleeping well, and my flight is at 9 o'clock, and if you live in the Atlanta area, if you've ever flown out of Atlanta, especially whenever you're flying international and it's the holidays, I know I have to get there 3 hours early. So that means that if I am flying out at 9 to be safe, I need to make sure I have my butt there 6:15. I do have clear, which makes it a little bit easier. But yeah. And we have a layover in Miami, and then from Miami we, you know, go to Jamaica. But I need to make sure that I get plenty of sleep, because if I have everything packed, everything laid out, I still got to get up in the morning, you know, beat my face, do a little light beat on my face, you know, put on my clothes, whatever. And I have to, in order for me to get there at 6:45, no, not 6:45. In order for me to get there at 6 o'clock, then I need to, ooh, baby, you just running and twisting. You go, boy. I need to be leaving my house at 5:30 in the morning to get there at 6 o'clock. Which means that I need to be taking my butt to bed at a reasonable time. So my plan was to stay home today and just go ahead and pack my bags, because I know tomorrow I do have some running around to do. I got to get our vacation t-shirts. I had some t-shirts made for, you know, my baby sis, since it's her birthday. I got some t-shirts made, so I need to go get the t-shirts. I got her gift. That's all the way in Lithonia, which is approximately 20. Where I have to go is going to be about 20 miles from where I am now. Then I need to go meet my girl Kia. I need to go to my girl's Kia house to pick up something that I had her get for me. If I'm coming from Lithonia, no, I'm going to go to Kia house first. But Kia is about 20 something miles away from me. So tomorrow is going to be crazy. I did go ahead and get my nails done. I didn't get any designs. I'm just not a design type of person. It's very rare for me to get designs. It's very rare for me to mix up colors like this. But I did go ahead and get the design. Go ahead and get the got my nails done and my toes done in preparation, so I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. I went ahead and bleached my hair. I wanted to bleach it a couple of days before to give it time to, you know, settle down, because when you first bleach it's like super straight, and I want my curls to come back, so I took care of that. But I know that I'm going to be just running around crazy tomorrow. In other words, I don't need to be taking my butt up here. And I have a video that I need to upload. I've been uploading that video since this weekend and still haven't uploaded the video. I did a try-on haul, but I didn't like the way the try-on haul looked. I'm going to have to make sure that I don't rush it, because I want it to be cute. So that is that, because part of the try-on haul included some of this stuff that I got some really good stuff, you guys. I'm gonna start doing more of that, because I have been thrifting my behind off. When I say my behind, y'all, I'm just rambling, but I have been thrifting my ass off. And so I at least need to show you guys what all I have been thrifting. I've been finding some amazing find. Y'all, I done bought 4 pair of tennis, no, including the ones that you saw in the last video. I done bought 5 pair of tennis shoes. I don't even wear tennis shoes, but I'm dead set on working out. They were a good deal, and so they'll be real cute with my little workout outfits. But anyway, I'm gonna go up here to support my girl. I don't plan on staying up here very long. Maybe hour and a half. It is 7:16. So if I get there at 7:30, my plan is to be leaving by 9 o'clock. Period. Because I still need to go home and finish editing and uploading this video. Y'all, I'm gonna have some really, I promise you, even to the point that I have said that while I'm in Jamaica, I'm taking my laptop with me. While I'm in Jamaica, my plans is to be uploading content while I'm in Jamaica and uploading shorts. This is a new resort, so my plan is to actually do a video that is specifically focused on, the room tour and the initial, when we first get to the resort and we walk in and we check in. I'm gonna do that on our way to our rooms, do the room tour, plan on giving you a view of what the beach looks like, and then upload that. And then the rest of the festivities will be on another video or two. But y'all, I'm just so excited to be going back to Jamaica. I've told you guys before that Jamaica was where I had my spiritual awakening in, 2020, March of 2000, February 1st of March of 2023. And I don't want to be negative and say that I doubt I'll get that spiritual awakening. Well, not spiritual awakening. What's another word I can use for it? That I'll get that back. But I pray that I do, because my spirit felt so beautiful whenever I was there. And so it is my prayer that whatever that I got whenever I was there in the top of 2023, that it returns to me. Because whenever that came through, baby, your girl, she gave up drinking, smoking hookahs, cigars, weed, edibles. She gave up everything. She gave up fast food. She gave up sodas. She gave up sugar. She gave up carbs. She gave up processed food. Baby, she was just, the only thing she was living off juices and berries, homemade juices and berries. So if I can get that back, one thing, I was listening to this guy today on YouTube. His name is Terry Warsaw. I follow him because he does a lot of videos on things like the DJI Pocket, different technical stuff, things that comes up like cameras and how to use stuff and stuff like that. And he said he just turned 40 and he was listening to this guy on YouTube, and he was like how it was eye-opening for him, and how he wants to do better with his finances, and he wants to do better. He makes about $180,000 a year on YouTube doing content. And just, listening to him and him talking, and he was, like he was saying, getting serious about your goals, and make your goals not so easy. Make your goals a little bit further past, like in a sense, make your goals unattainable, and then try as hard as you can to obtain them. And I realized I've been playing myself short in a lot of things. I've been playing myself short as far as YouTube is concerned, not really truly putting my best foot forward, being lazy. And as well, whenever it comes to my health, exercise, working out, I keep saying, I just want to get down to 180 pounds. I just want to get down to 175 pounds. because I'm too afraid to set a goal of, y'all, why this thing keep bouncing? Let me see. Is it gonna, I don't know why I keep bouncing, y'all. There you go. Because I love the way I look when I was 150 pounds. Right now I'm at 207. I've been stuck at 207 for a couple of days. And a lot of you guys will probably say, Chloe, that's like 60 pounds. But I know how I looked. I know how I felt. I know how I looked in my clothes. And even though I'm older now, 150 pounds may be drastic, but I was so set on 180, 175. I really need to get my butt down to 165. Let's just keep it above. And so I went into the app that I had set at 175 and I changed it to 165. And I gave myself a goal of by the end of the year versus trying to set, that's more realistic. But I done pulled up here at the spot and am about to park and go in, have me a couple of drinks. No, not a couple of drinks. I'm gonna have me a drink. I've already eaten and I'm just gonna sit here and just enjoy. I hope I can find a place because it looks like it's packed. Give you guys a little content and then as my grandmother used to say, make haste and get my ass back home. Hi, you beautiful people. Let's go. Okay, let's see what I have on. Let's see. Let's see what I have on. This is the Michael Kors bag. Guys, this was a steal. But this is the whole outfit. All right, let's go.
Are you ready? Get in line. Okay, stop music. Turn on my screen. Are you ready? I believe in you. And 5, 6, 7.
Cute little 1, 2. What you gonna do? And then it's time to go home and try and pack these clothes. 1 espresso martini was more than enough for me. So let's go home and pack. I might record and then again I might not. I'm probably not gonna record, but I am gonna upload this video tonight. I love you guys.